Welcome back to the Jeremiah Show. What is that great smoky smell, you ask? That is Baby Blues Barbecue. Rick McCarthy's here, Nick Oberlin. They brought me some great barbecue. No, I kid. I wish I'm in Santa Barbara. They're in Venice, I believe, or Santa Monica somewhere. Undisclosed location. We won't press. It is happy hour, and I really appreciate the time you're spending with us, guys. So, what happened back on September 2022 at Baby Blues Barbecue?
We had a fire one night after we closed, and because no one was there, it burned the kitchen down, and so we had to shut down.
So, well, that's tragic. That's terrible. I'm really sorry about that. But is I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about you lost it. You had this business going and pumping, and a who's who of clients, guests that come through, and that have tried your food. Um, it's your dream, it's your baby, and then you lose it all. So, what did you feel at first when you lost the restaurant? What was the first thought?
It was kind of numb, a numb feeling, but like just devastating. When you see it, you just go, "What? What are we gonna do?" But we we knew we would rebuild, but we didn't know it was going to take so long. It's just
Yeah, and that was
Mhm.
part of when it happened, you're left with a lot of mysteries about what's going to happen in the future. It
Right.
kind of seems like when you have a business and a job, operation, what's going to happen tomorrow, more or less. You're going to go in, you're going to unlock the door, and then, chaos
Right.
ensues
yeah,
thereafter. But it was
Now it's gone.
I was supposed to,
yeah,
I had the opening shift,
Yeah.
and clearly I don't today, because
yeah.
it's really odd walking into a a building that so well and seeing it charred and destroyed. It's almost like
Devastating.
a alternate reality, or like a you've walked into some version of hell
Hmm.
that seems familiar but is grotesque and out of place. So yeah, you like Rick said, there's a numbness to it as well, where you kind of just are left processing. Um,
Yeah,
It's a death, really, almost like a death affects you, right? Where
yeah,
where, I was in the middle of this, and
right.
right.
it's gone. I was in the middle of this conversation. I was in the middle of accomplishing this, and it went too soon. It went too quickly.
Hmm.
Big
But,
picture,
but
big
when you
picture.
and when you're
Yeah, go
going
ahead.
100 miles an hour every day, because the restaurant's just like we had said, there's just always something going on where you have to address and fix, and then it just stops completely, and you have nothing to do. There's there's no party to make food for tonight, or
Hmm.
there's there's nothing, and so you just go, what do I do all day?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and just in addition to not having anything to do with work, it's the only thing you can think about. So it's, in a way, it's still the only thing you are doing in your mind, at least. You're just,
right. You're
you,
stuck there.
it's in a yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big thing.
Like, yeah, you're stuck in that time almost, like a time warp.
yeah. It was a few days before Labor Day, and I remember waking up on Labor Day and just seeing people out going to the beach and everything. And I go, oh, this is what people do on Labor Day, because that's one of our busiest days
Yeah,
at the
you never
restaurant.
see.
So we're just always, you know, busy all day from open to close, and to
Right.
just see to
Our
just
our normal perspective is from behind
yeah.
that door, not on the other side of it.
So to just have nothing to do and see everybody walking around the beach, I go, I guess I could do this today. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did you walk down to the beach? What did
I
you do?
did for a little while, but it felt so weird. I was like, I should be
Yeah,
working right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually
yeah,
had a
it
wedding
becomes.
that we were supposed to cater. I think it was maybe it was probably like 2 or 3 weeks after the fire, and I that morning I was like, man, I gotta have to call that bride and that groom and talk to them about this, and it's a big deal for them. They have a lot of
Yeah.
things on their mind already. and you kind of tool around in your head. You're like, well, can we still pull it off
Yeah.
somehow? Like
Where can we get a
maybe
kitchen?
we
Or,
could. Yeah, and we looked into that. Like there's these mobile kitchen trailer things that have health department approval, all the bells and whistles and such, and but that we couldn't put it there in time, and then we have our issues with insurance and
it's,
and yeah, no, it's like hitting the brakes really
yeah,
hard.
it's very strange to not be able to cook something for a party
Oh yeah,
because you have no kitchen and just like that.
yeah.
It's,
Hmm.
And in that time that we were shut down, we were all um, we're trying to get the business up and running, like through that process, like I said, with insurance and city permits and architects and, shooing off homeless people who are setting up camp and in the ruins of your restaurant. But but in between time, it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you guys
Rick
rebuilt.
did more golfing.
yeah,
I did more
That's
sailing.
good. Well, you
yeah,
probably needed, not in that way, but you both probably needed some time to really realize what was important, right? Did you realize what was important? Because it suggests that you rebuild. It suggests to me that you have this great optimism and this great hope and a passion for what you do. Was there a silver lining that rose from the ashes? And how are you guys better and stronger as a result of that disaster?
I guess the silver lining is like you do stop and pause, and then you realize that you really love it and you want to do it again, and so you put everything into getting it open again, uh, and knowing that it can be taken away like that, you really appreciate it more, and you just you want to do a better job.
Yeah, like seeing
How
seeing
has
all
it
the new
changed?
wiring going into the walls and all
Yeah,
the new
Yeah.
plumbing and all
yeah,
of the paint job that the paint color that the
yeah,
Rick, myself, and clearly all the other important managers like picked. Like, all right, we're doing this color or
yeah.
this color. So there's a,
And
a, a brand new pride to the to
it's a lot
the.
cleaner now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, and we stopped using painter's tape as a fix-all for
I,
anything broken.
Uh, what are you like, how has it changed? Did it you changed some paint colors? What's
yeah,
if you walked in pre-fire and you walk in post-fire, what are some of the changes that you've made?
I
Or is
think
it
the rooms all match now, and
Yeah,
because we would as we expanded and added another room, it would look completely different than the rest of the restaurant. So now it all looks uniform. It looks like it's supposed to all be one place, and it's just cleaner. But we had to tell the contractor not to make it too nice because it is
yeah,
still barbecue. Because
right.
yeah,
he wanted to do all these high end things. We go, no, no, no. You got to rough it
keep it
up.
authentic. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
keep your roots.
yeah,
Um,
Same. It's in the same building. There's some slight structural changes. You might notice that there's like a little wooden, really beautiful wood counter to sit at now. There's some nice big swinging glass doors in the front. It's definitely
it feels a
elevated.
little more open and
mhm.
airy.
Yeah.
So you're able to do some things that you had always wanted to do, um, and improve slightly on
A
your
little bit, yeah,
production. Yeah.
yeah,
I know I mentioned a couple times at the break here you were on Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, which featured Baby Blues back. I think that was in 2007, Guy
yeah.
Fieri. And I've read that as soon as that aired, that you had lines around the block, and I know Guy Fieri said it knocked his socks off. I guess that's a good quote.
Yeah,
You use that.
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
which made me think the lines and do you still get them? And how important is a good line at a restaurant or a bar in LA? I mean, is that
It's
it feels
huge.
very LA. It feels very,
Yeah,
at a food place like that. It's huge, right?
it's huge, especially on our street because all cars drive by all day, but you never used to see people out on the sidewalk, you know. And when you look and you see like 10, 15, 20 people standing on the sidewalk,
What are they doing?
what,
Yeah.
yeah, what's wrong? So it definitely got people's attention.
Yeah, what
Um,
is that?
yeah, right. Well, why are they out there? Why are they on Lincoln Boulevard? But
Yeah, just a good line feels like very distinctly LA. Like then
yeah,
so cool to be in a line, and it's
right.
this
Yeah.
is the spot.
There-
I know the spot. Step in line with me.
it's either good food there or they're selling sneakers.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I
Well,
never got that.
Rick McCarthy, he's the owner of Baby Blues Barbecues with us this hour. We're talking about the 20th anniversary. Baby Blues Barbecue in Venice, California celebrates its 20th anniversary. I know you guys listen all around the world, and if you get to LA, make sure that Baby Blues Barbecue is on your list. If you take a barbecue pilgrimage, start there. Um, Spoiler alert, it might ruin you for other barbecue places. Nick Oberlin, he's a chef, Baby Blues Barbecue. We haven't talked about, I know you guys, um, your brisket and your baby back ribs, 14 hours in the smoker. I mean, there's some really amazing things that you do to the meat to get the signature taste that you do. Everything's made from scratch. Spices, sauces, everything. It's amazing there. Check it out. Baby Blues Barbecue, winner of Best Barbecue Awards again in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. Go to babybluesbarbecue.com or give them a call, 310-396-7675 for your special party, your special occasion. They cater for large parties. What's the largest party you've done, guys?
Gosh.
Catered for.
There's we've done some events where it's like small bites for up to about 3,200 people, but for like full meal, I think our
Wow.
our record is like
400.
oh no. We've done over 1,000 people at once.
It
Um,
just felt like
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
yeah. No, and in fact I remember that day that that was like finally like the last person came through and ate, and I was like, oh, you know,
Collapse.
it worked.
You
Yeah, we had
know,
one.
Oh, was it the graduation?
No, that was the one that was like kind of smaller bites. But
Uh,
this other one was it was like the entire engineering department for Verizon or something.
yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
you
Uh,
know how servers have nightmares,
Yes.
PTSD. Worked at the Enterprise Fish Company. We talked offline down the block from you guys and down there on Main Street in Venice. And in fact, I had we used to call them fish mares. And I had one just the other night, and I haven't been there for 20 years, sir. What do you call your nightmares in a barbecue joint?
yeah,
Is there a
gosh.
you guys? Does your
Yeah, no,
staff
I
like?
know exactly what you're talking about. I guess I've always just used the term like server dreams, but like
Yeah, where you're
yeah, no,
serving 1,000 people, then
it's
another
some sort of
1,000.
frustrating, like unlikely occurrence where you didn't have enough of something, or
Yeah,
you can't find the key to lock the door, or
Right.
you forgot
something like
somebody's
that.
half rack of ribs.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Back when I was cooking, just hearing that the tickets come in, and that would be my nightmare. I just hear it like,
oh yeah,
and it was like too many tickets.
oh yeah. But
All right, Rick McCarthy.
even outside of sleeping, you'll think of things every once in a while. Like, oh,
Yeah.
oh crap, I need
Did
to
I?
email this guy
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
about
Did I do?
this, like bachelorette party that we're gonna do or something. In fact, one of our servers, a really sweet woman, Andrea, she was talking to me yesterday, which was Sunday, and she said that like she just then remembered that she did forgot to take a lemonade to table 3 on Friday. Like it took her a couple
Those are the
days, and she's
kind
like,
I have.
it
Yeah.
dawned on
Yeah.
her. She's like, I never took that lemonade at table
Myself.
3.
Oh man.
It
What
sticks in you. Yeah.
what did you do to your staff? They've all got PTSD.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take that break, and when we come back, You guys tell us what's going on, what's new, what you're excited about for this 20th anniversary. We'll be right back. I'm with Rick McCarthy and Nick Oberlin at Baby Blues Barbecue. Don't go anywhere.